Hey guys, welcome back to the Barcelona Save as we crack on with our season. Things are going very well domestically. Not so well European-wise. After 2 games, we beat AC Milan, and in a sim, we lost to Spartak Moscow. So we're going to play Frankfurt away today to start. Depending on the result in that game, will dictate what is the next, or the final game we play in this episode. We've got Frankfurt first, then we'll play Getafe at the weekend, we'll sim Osasuna, and then if we win against Frankfurt, then we'll play Eibar and sim Frankfurt. If we aren't successful against Frankfurt, then we'll sim Eibar and play Frankfurt. But time will tell, and results will dictate what happens today. But hopefully results will go the way that we need them to. My manager rating is looking quite fresh at the minute, which is good. We're obviously still only 2 games into the group stage in the Champions League. The board want the treble this year, of course. Although we're aiming for a quadruple with the European Super Cup already in the bag, thanks to a 3-0 win over Sporting from Portugal. Right. Messi's been very good for us recently, but I'm still going to lean towards Bernardo Silva for the time being. In fact, I may even rotate a little bit for this next game and perhaps put Messi out wide right for Sterling and give Nunez a start up top for a certain Mr. Erling Haaland as well. But let's wait and see what happens. I'm going to make sure that Frankfurt are playing the right players in the right position first, and then we shall take it from there. They're playing the Christmas tree, Frankfurt. They've got Gavin Pazunu in goal, Cedric LeBlanc, Robin Lenormand, and Almami Toure as their narrow back 3. Then a midfield 4 of Nicola Pepe, Jibril Sal, Francis Coquelin, and Adrian Mbarba. Up top, Cengiz Ünder with Daichi Kamada at the left-hand side of that front 3, with Kasper Dolberg spearheading it. They do have Lacazette on the bench, so evidently they love a former Arsenal player here. Pepe, Coquelin, Lacazette. Then Christopher Lenz, Finotto, Rafael Santos Borre, who's not bad actually, Sean Weissman, Mikael Brizuela, and Thomas Kaminski rounds out their bench. I did rotate a little bit. Front 3 looks completely different. Rafinha, Nunez, Messi, with Garcia in at centre-back. But certainly, the side is still strong enough to be able to get the victory here. Playing in our European kit, of course, which is a bit more familiar-looking Barcelona style kit with a normal striped pattern. In the save before we did the Cambridge one, when we were doing this Barcelona save, I wasn't quite so hot on ensuring that I was using the European kit for European games. This time around, I'm trying to make sure that I do that. Fortunately, what we haven't been able to do there is take a 1-0 lead. Here's Mbarba, and Dolberg has options short. Well, they couldn't have gotten luckier with that, could they? The shot deflecting straight to the man that was waiting. Rafinha does well to nod that, and Kessié will get it quickly forward to Darwin Nunez, but we'll slow it down a little bit. Let's Barcelona it. Let's Barca it about. And go a little bit more possession-based than free-flowing counter-attack, which isn't really the Barca way, is it? That's a lovely ball through to Cengiz Ünder, though. He's going to go for a worldie. And Marc-Andre ter Stegen is equal to it. Corner for Frankfurt. I'm not sure why their 3-letter abbreviation in the top left is SGE. Obviously, that is their abbreviation in real life, but I'm not sure on the reason as to why. Perhaps you guys in the comment section could shed some light on that for me. I'm not too familiar with Frankfurt as a club or their history. It's Eintracht Frankfurt, but I don't know whether that's the E. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. Messi's played in here, though. Darwin Nunez is with me. I'll flick it on, and we'll try and Barca it about, and it'll work beautifully. Bernardo Silva, the Portuguese for the Spaniards, and we lead by a 1-0 against the Germans. Kamada to Dolberg. Lovely little flick. Trying not to draw my defenders too far out of position if I can, and keep that defensive shape. Ünder is going for another worldie. Kasper Dolberg brings that. Well, what is that all about? Ünder, oh, he's offside. He's offside. Thank God for that. Ünder hits that with so much power, and Kasper Dolberg brings it down on his chest as if he was just intending to play the pass. Thankfully, he is offside, and despite the fact he's actually finished it very well indeed, Frankfurt don't have an equalising goal. Cucurella, Rafinha. Was meant for Bernardo. It'll find Bernardo, and he's on his left. Well, he might as well go for it. Oh, Bernardo Silva couldn't have come much closer to a second goal for him and Barcelona. will take the corner and try and get the second goal from this particular phase of play regardless. Eric Garcia's up, but that's nowhere near the goal. Perhaps I should have driven it hard and low there with Bernardo Silva, but I felt like going higher across goal would have provided a larger percentage chance of scoring. Evidently, I put it too high, and it's come back down off the woodwork, but that's the closest we've come to a second goal. I'm trying to keep Frankfurt out for the remainder of the game. Of course, clean sheets have been few and far between so far this season in this save. But Bernardo's in again. Can I lift it? Oh, I can lift it over the keeper. But again, too high over the top of the bar. Keep the clean sheet, and we will get the win. Coquelin. That's a lovely ball through. And Lacazette's in. And that is what Alexandre Lacazette has made a habit of doing throughout his career. Deadly finishing. They've not had much to feed on, the front three for Frankfurt so far in this game. But that is just one bit of movement. He's in behind Cucurella, who really should be pretty embarrassed that a 47-year-old Alexandre Lacazette has been able to outpace him and get to that ball. Pedri's come off the bench. Not Pedri. Gavi has come off the bench for me now. Pedri's at Chelsea, sad face. And we've made a couple of other changes as well, with Nico Gonzalez coming onto the field of play also. Gavi in there to Rafinha will try and get that lead back again. A point for us at this stage of the group isn't great. If we stay as is, then I'm probably going to end up having to play that second game against Frankfurt today to ensure that our Champions League group stage campaign doesn't fall foul. Rafinha chopped. Absolutely wiped out. I didn't think for a minute the referee was going to book him. Certainly a yellow card offence. Kasper Dolberg going off for them now as they make a change in their offensive line. Nicolo Barella looking for Rafinha. Needed to try and shape on his left and not able to do so. Try and put the pressure on to win it back if we can. Gavi very nearly doing that. Nunez does do that, and we might be able to find ourselves, if Messi could turn and find Rafinha, that second goal that we need to guarantee the victory. At the minute, that second goal just hasn't been forthcoming at any point in this game. Starting to really rue that miss with Bernardo Silva in the first half, where the ball came down off the top of the bar. Kamada, his pass is blocked. Rafinha forward to Messi, and we might have to revert to FIFA tactics of just being that counter-attacking side if we want to make sure that we get something from this. Cucurella played in. He perhaps was at fault for the early goal for them, and Gavi's touch. I tried the first time finish, it just wouldn't register, and Gavi's touch was too heavy to get it under control to get the shot away second time around. Yeah, we really are going to end up ruining missed opportunities here now, aren't we? And Lacazette might make us rue it even more if he can find the chance for Frankfurt to maybe... No, the deflection! Give them a 2-1 win instead. It hit an arm. It's in a brilliant position. If they don't score this free kick, then they really will be absolutely thoroughly disappointed. He's got to bury this. They've laid it off inexplicably, and we will clear it with Darwin Nunez. But I'm not going to get it forward. It's going to be 2-1 Frankfurt, or it's going to be 1-1. And it's going to be 2-1 Frankfurt. And I don't feel like there was much I could do there. It just kept pinballing around. Alexandre Lacazette steals the second, and Frankfurt throw our Champions League group stage campaign into absolute chaos. A block on the first effort with a laid-off free kick. A block on the second effort. Keeper then saves. Intercept there, but I just couldn't do anything with it. He just couldn't get his feet sorted in time, Araujo, to clear it, turn, do anything. Then Ter Stegen makes a save. It falls back to Lacazette again, and then he buries it. Classic FIFA goal, that. Classic FIFA goal. Frankfurt win by 2-1. All of our chances that we missed or didn't take, and we pay for it in the harshest of ways with a 92nd minute winner for our opposition. Not sure what's... Well, clearly you can see Spartak Moscow haven't played AC Milan yet, but we'll have a quick glance at the Champions League group stage before we advance towards the game against Getafe in the league, who are fifth actually, and it will actually be quite a difficult fixture. We are third in the group as Spartak Moscow have only gone and beaten AC Milan as well. Spartak Moscow have beaten Barcelona and Milan so far in this group stage, and we are right up against it now. To get out of this group, we're going to have to win our last 3 games. There's no excuse or other alternative. It's a Barcelona versus Madrid game, but not those ones. David Soria in goal for Getafe. Mittelstadt at right back. Disasi, Kabako, Davidovic and Mawassa as their back five. Then John Mocayola, Carles Elena, who's a former Barcelona youth player, of course, and Mikhail Koysants in their midfield. Fedor Chalov and, as far as I can recall, still the league's top goal scorer, Adam Armstrong, up top. They are 5th in the table and having a decent season, Getafe, so we're going to need to be at our best to beat them, but we are at our fullest of strengths in this fixture. No rotation here. Not to be fair, that the rotation ended or hindered us in the game against Frankfurt. Certainly the side that we put out were more than capable enough of getting the result in that game, but Bernardo Silva will get this to Barella, and we very nearly had a goal early doors here to rant and rave about. Cucurella down the line to Ferran Torres. Bernardo Silva. There we go. And beat the man with a turn. I probably should have played that to Sterling, and if it was anyone other than Erling Haaland, I probably would have looked to square it to Raheem Sterling. But that man knows where the back of the goal is. We went 1-0 up against Frankfurt, so I'm not going to get carried away. But back in La Liga, things have been much more consistently going our way. Brilliant finish on his left foot. How many goals has he scored now this season? 10 in 10 in the 10th minute. Perfection. Get it back inside to Erling. And across here to Bernardo Silva. And then through, looking for Raheem Sterling. Hit it early. Find the bottom corner. 2-0 Barca. Back to business in La Liga. Lovely stuff. Vamos. To Moncayola. And over the top to Mittelstadt. Can't get it off him, and he's done well to find Moncayola, who's done even better to find Fedor Chalov, who's done even better to work inside. Oh, what a goal this would be if it weren't for Marc-Andre ter Stegen. They deserved something there, Getafe. That was one of the best moves we've seen played against us all season. That was Barcelona-esque. They very nearly out-Barca'd Barca, but thankfully we have a big German in goal that is keen to try and get some more clean sheets for his Golden Glove campaign domestically. That was a wonderful move by Getafe, and fair play to them for playing that about as well as they did. The back heel, the footwork from Fedor Chalov, all of it, down to a man, was absolutely spectacular. Haaland was onside there, I believe. Kessié isn't tall enough to stretch with his legs to get to that, and now they're trying to counter on me the way that I did for my second. Hopefully, we will keep them out for the remainder of the game, but thankfully, we've gotten that second goal that we didn't get against Frankfurt to give us that little bit of extra breathing room, and that'll be a goal kick. 2 changes at half-time for Getafe. Is it going to be enough to see them get back in the game? I am not confident of it on their behalf, I have to say. Bernardo Silva back there to Barella. At least they've still got Adam Armstrong on the pitch. Go on! Whoa, worth an effort. We'll take the corner, thank you very much. Bernardo Silva with a bit of space on his left, and I had to go for it. Adam Armstrong nearly leaving the field of play as well, although not as a substitute. Just getting sent off. Ferran Torres delivers. Kessié's up. Can Erling win that? He can. It's a brilliant reaction save from the goalkeeper. Very, very good indeed. Bernardo Silva will look for Nicolo Barella. Out of his feet, look to whip it. And it's blocked well down low by a defender continually. We look like we have more goals in us, so we will try and get more of them. Oh, there's a gap there for the man in the middle, but thankfully they didn't find him. Mittelstadt now does, and Koysants draws the save out of ter Stegen. Mikhail can't find them a goal back. He'll take the corner himself, though, and the keeper doesn't get there. That was Araujo heading that away. Armstrong, brilliant ball to Koysants. Cucurella away, volley that, go on. I almost wish that had gone in. For the second game in a row, Araujo has the ball come to his feet, can't do anything with it before he's automatically tackled by the man stood next to him. But on this occasion, wide and not in, thankfully. Now Adam Armstrong has gone off, and they have certainly lower quality strikers on the field now. So I think that's probably the end of their attacking threat, and it's going to be a case of by how many do we win by. Kessié, Mikhail Koysants, lovely ball into Sadi. Now watch those 2 strikers. Well, it wasn't the other striker that came on, but I did criticise their capabilities to score goals with their 2 best strikers leaving the field of play. And of course, what have they gone and done? Scored a bloody goal. Come on then. Bernardo. Where are we going? There's a lot of defenders back here, as you can see. Quick 1-2. Quickish 1-2. Barella. Sterling made a good run. He's past Mawasa. See Bernardo there on the edge of the box, but I'm not confident of getting it to him without it being intercepted. Now we can. Then forward there to Ferran. A little bit of footwork. That's gone well. Bernardo Silva's still there. Quick pass inside. Barella. Erling. You know he's going to score when he's got that amount of space. And in fact, he should do that because it's 3-1 now. Mazraoui. Just keep the ball now, I guess. Just a case of seeing the fixture out. There's no real need to press for another. We could just take our time. Swiftly move the ball about and just enjoy a little bit of prolonged possession, he says as he nearly gives it away. Barella will look for Sterling. We'll look early for... Ooh, the man at the back post. Never mind, I'm just going to thwack this if it'll let me. Oh, I wanted to kick it out of play. I was just going to boot it straight into the stand for the whistle to go. 3-1 we win against Getafe. The La Liga campaign pushes on, full steam ahead. We need a little bit more coal in the fire for the Champions League campaign. It will be Frankfurt we play again in the third and final game of the episode because, well, rather evidently, I need to make sure that I have full control over that. Away from home against Osasuna, we don't have full control, but we do get the win. Only narrow, but an early 6th minute Raheem Sterling goal gives us that victory. Right, who is it next? Oh, it's Eibar. Eibar should be pretty straightforward as well. And the gap at the top has opened up to 4 points now as well as other sides around us are starting to flounder a little bit. Rafinha wants a little bit more football. You're still in the squad, pal. I'll throw you in for this next game against Eibar if you like. What is the gap between Eibar and the next game? Probably enough to be able to sim this with our rotated 11. Hopefully get the victory, which we do. Rafinha with a hat-trick and Messi with one as well. Rafinha asked to play and took the opportunity, I think is probably the best way to phrase it. Frankfurt top of the European group. Let's see if we can't do something about that with our next game. My 200th game in charge, giving some sort of team talk on the pitch. That's not a cutscene I've seen before in the course of FIFA 22. Giving the players what for on the pitch, Phil Brown style. It didn't really work for Hull all those years ago. I hope it works for me. Rafinha starts. Other than that, we're full strength. I kind of have to be. We've got Real Madrid in 3 days' time or 4 days' time, but I need a result in this game just as much as I need a result in that game, so I'm going to have to start a strong side here against Frankfurt. I cannot risk completely losing our Champions League campaign for the sake of one Clasico. When our position in the league is as strong as it is, we will still look to play as many first-team players in that Clasico as we possibly can, obviously. But this is the game that we must win. I could play a slightly rotated side and get a draw against Real and be happy with that result. Anything other than 3 points here, I am not happy with the result. Kessié, it's a lovely run by Bernardo Silva, but can't be found. Torres fouled there, maybe? No, just pushed off the ball and nothing given by the ref. Thank you then, mate. Appreciate that. And Borre. I didn't show you their lineup, did I? It's just occurred to me. Probably shouldn't have paused it when they're on the attack like that. Probably live to regret that. The back line is slightly different with Miguel Brizuela in there to start. Zalazar in the midfield as well for them, and Rafael Santos Borre starts as well. Other than that, they are as they were for the first game against them. Kamada finds Nicola Pepe, keep him off his left, he says to himself in his mind, then doesn't keep him off his left, but thankfully ter Stegen's in the way. Goal at San Siro. And Milan have scored. They're bottom of the group. We're second bottom of the group, so they're vital games for both of us here. And the game against Milan in tomorrow's episode could be so vital and crucial as to which one of us are going to be the one of the two that survive and crack on in the Champions League into the knockouts, and which one has an embarrassing exit. Here's Coquelin, picked off by Kessié. I mean, we marked our 500th game in management in the Cambridge save in dramatic fashion. Can we do so here with Barcelona as well? Not on that evidence. Coquelin over the top to Nicola Pepe. Nice tackle. Ferran Torres now looking to get away. Erling is with me. We'll go to Kessié in the middle. We won't go to Kessié in the middle. We'll go to Bernardo Silva. Goodbye. I love sending defenders like that. Barella. Oh, that's really well worked. Erling! That's all you need to say when he's in like that. Erling! And the goal follows. So far today, we've gone 1-0 up and then ballsed it up. And gone 1-0 up and won comfortably. More of the latter, please. Good finish, though. Coquelin. Cross here to Zalazar. And into Coquelin again. Floated for Kamada. Whoa! And how's that for a finish? Who's that? They're number 24. It's Nicola Pepe on his left foot. That's a worldie of a goal. It's not like a 30-yard screamer, but the precision and power on that were very, very good indeed. Kamada lets the ball bobble and bounce, and that's what catches me up. But that finish, that's very, very good. Are we going to see? Yeah, I was going to say we're going to see it from behind. So the keeper slightly unsighted by Araujo in front of him, and well, he couldn't have picked out the top corner any better, could he? Brilliant goal from Nicola Pepe. No chance for the keeper. And 10 minutes after we went 1-0 up, Frankfurt are back level. They're the real deal, this Frankfurt side. They genuinely are. They really are. Such a good side, this Frankfurt team. Really surprising me in these games. Drill that across to Ferran Torres. Quickly look for Erling. And here's Bernardo. Bury it this time, please, Bernardo. No, Bazunu with the save. Probably should have played that to Erling. Cross to come in from Ferran Torres. It's deep. The keeper's not going to come. De Ligt. Well, missed by a margin. Zalazar. Rafael Santos Borre. Mbaba. Kasper Dolberg. Mbaba again. I am genuinely concerned here about potentially going out of the Champions League group this season. With us drawing 1-1 at half-time, we have to hope that Milan are actually winning still. They're drawing against Spartak, which keeps Milan below us and Spartak within touching distance. But with Milan and Spartak both to play, I guess if we draw this and they draw there, then we know that beating Spartak and Milan probably sees us through. But it doesn't definitely see us through. In a position now where we really need to win all three of our remaining fixtures. And this is the first of those three. And currently, we are not winning it. Kessié back there. I'll float it out to Ferran Torres. Try and play it. Put enough power on it so that it goes over Pepe and doesn't fall back. But Pepe's still able to get there. Orlam, his footwork lets him down on that occasion. But Barella finds Rafinha. And Erling can't find the pass. Barella gets back to it. At his feet. Oh, Bernardo Silva with the space that disappears. Ferran Torres wins the header well, but can't find a teammate. It's not going to plan. Something about this Frankfurt side I just can't seem to get a grip of. Bernardo Silva. I'll get that to Erling first. Then maybe look for Rafinha. No, Ferran Torres. Okay, no, Rafinha. Ah! Oh! Go on then, Bernardo. Surely. How? He's 74 rated. How's he saved that? Gavin Bazunu. Former Manchester City player against former Manchester City player. I don't know how he saved that. That could be the moment that defines our Champions League season. Erling's won the header, but that's over the top as well. I can't believe he saved that. Gavin Bazunu's like mid-70s at best. 76 rated. Unbelievable reactions. Up we go, please, Gavi. Well done. Up we go, please, Raheem. Well done. He's on the run, Sterling. But we'll look for Ferran Torres, who's in behind now. It's a great first touch. Drop the shoulder. Get the shot away. Bazunu's a monster! Stop it, Gav. Kessié wins the header. Bernardo Silva gets there. Kessié looking for Erling. Finding Ferran Torres. Bernardo. Back. Bernardo. Get in! Screw you, Bazunu. I can't believe it. Gavin Bazunu, unbelievable goalkeeper apparently. Didn't expect the dummy from Erling, but good finish by Bernardo on this occasion. Thank the bloody Lord. We might well win this game still. 3-1 to Milan. So it really was vital that we won this game. Milan picking up victory against Spartak Moscow. Go on, Cucurella's underneath it, off the bar. Can you believe it? Sterling, Bazunu again, Ferran Torres. Oh, I don't know how he squeezed that in, but we will win by 3-1 for the second game in a row. How's he hit that in at that angle? That's unbelievable. Bazunu again at it, but somehow we do get a 3-1 win from this, and the goal difference could be crucial as well. Kessié couldn't quite get there. Sterling with an excellent effort that's very well saved. I asked Torres for a first-time shot. He didn't take it. Can we see an angle? Oh, it's not quite an angle from behind, but, I mean, on his weaker side, that is a ridiculous finish from Ferran Torres. One of the most accurate we've seen ever. His first goal in the Champions League for us this season. What an important one it could turn out to be. Milan win 3-1. You can hear the noise around the Camp Nou as we guarantee the victory. Flags are waving, punches are being thrown into the air, and points added to the tally. That, with us winning and Milan winning, throws the group wide open. Any one of the four of us could top the group. Any one of the four of us could finish bottom. 7-6-6-4. Unbelievable. With 2 games to go and second and fourth place to play, you call it. Because I can't predict what's going to happen. We got a good win against Milan when we played them earlier in the season. A 3-2 victory, but we were 3-0 up in that game and comfortable at the time. Whoa, dearie me. 4 wins today out of the 5 games that we had. Tomorrow gets a bit more difficult though. Real Madrid away, Atletico Madrid away, AC Milan away. We're on our travels, but points hopefully will still be added to the tally. Real are up to second now in the table and just 4 points behind us. Rafinha says thanks for playing him. You didn't really do much, pal, but you're welcome. How fit is everyone? We'll be okay for the game against Real. We'll be okay. Right, join me tomorrow then for the biggest episode of the save since we've returned to it. El Clasico to kick us off. I'll see you tomorrow.